very capable of crushing you on 5.
Mm-hmm.
Especially just because of all the random cyclers and the fact that basically every card in the deck just works with each other. The synergies are off
Pretty
the
low
charts.
land count too, and
Yeah.
a lot of mana sinks. So when you do flood, there's things you can do with your mana.
Yeah, exactly.
There's a lot of dynamics in elves that make it mulligan very well.
Yeah.
From Tom's perspective, sideboarding, I think he probably bring in the Scavenging Ooze. It's a nice bullet.
Yes.
I think he'll bring in.
I like Rurik Thar actually a ton against.
I like
the
Rurik Thar a
counterspell
ton
decks.
against elves. Yeah, I think it's a great target.
So I think that judging from standard, when you put in Lifecraster's Bestiary, just the Scry 1 matters a ton. Legacy might be too slow for him to be in the market for a 5th glimpse, but that's something that
I kind of like the decays just to make sure you don't get beaten down by their early threats.
Yeah, that's fair. So I think that the decays will probably come in. I don't think you want surgicals. I don't think it's a Thoughtseize or therapy matchup.
No,
It's
I think
not combo.
for sure Rurik Thar, Bestiary,
And Scavenging Ooze.
and Scavenging Ooze.
Yeah.
Scavenging Ooze is just really good
So
against the
yeah.
threshold stuff, against Tarmogoyfs, etc.
So Zach has the ideal start of I'll play a 1-drop threat into I'll daze your 1-drop threat. It looks like he actually got to clip a Green Sun Zenith.
Yep, for
Which
0
is-
that would have found Arbor.
Yeah, so being able to actually strip a Green Sun out of the deck is also just quite powerful. It's just another one he won't redraw later now.
But it's dangerous here, even with the good start. Like, Zach can fall behind so quickly if he
Yes.
doesn't have more interaction. That's why this matchup is so tough.
And it looks like Tom doesn't have a second 1-drop to follow up with, so that's very interesting.
It's a resoundingly good thing.
Yeah, it's a great sign for the Delver player. It's also a great sign for anyone who
Really
wants
needs
to play
to find a
3
land
games.
here. Oh, no.
Oh, geez, did he just brainstorm lock himself?
I think he found... Is that a Submerge? Is there Submerges in his sideboard? No.
No.
So that must not be a Submerge.
Might be the Gilded
We'll
Drake,
figure
but
out
I don't
what it
think
is.
he board in Gilded Drake.
It's a Stifle. I think it was a Stifle.
Okay. That makes sense. But yeah, this is a back-breaking brainstorm brick. Say that 3 times fast.
Yeah. He can attack here. There's no way Tom blocks. Give him
Yeah.
the point.
Yeah, there's just
You got
no
a
way.
Ponder that can get him out of, on top of his deck that can get him out of this next turn.
Yeah, but he also just really
He
wanted
also
to
has
leverage
a
a
daze.
1-mana
That's
spell.
good.
Like, he would have loved to just be able to go, like, land, bolt your thing, or needle.
Oh, for sure.
So this... What 3-drop could he have? Okay, so Cradle, so we're likely going to see a 2-drop, then tap Cradle for another
You could
2-drop.
see Zenith for Visionary.
Yeah. I think you want to try to play around the
I
days
think
this
he's just
time,
going
though.
to Zenith for 1 and get Deathrite Shaman, though.
Yeah.
And try to play around
I think
the
that you could
daze.
get Deathrite. I think that you could get Heritage Druid also, depending on what the landscape of your hand is. If your hand's 2 more 1-drop elves.
Super frustrating for Zach, too, because he had Spell Pierce, and now he just, like...
Yeah, and now it's
Can't.
off.
Well, no, I mean, it's still on, but, like, it would have been great right
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
And he had to use a card that's much better overall.
Yes.
He had to use his best answer now because his shields were down. And now he has to untap and ponder and hope to hit.
Yeah, and if he misses...
And his Spell Pierce might be off again.
Yeah. If he misses on the land this time or finds something like a waste... Oh, geez. So that's Ponder, Other Pithy Needles. So that's got to be a shuffle, right?
It's rough for Zach.
That's almost...
Yeah,
it's
he's
not
got to be a shuffle, find
Yeah.
a land. Hope you find a land.
But if
Yep.
you miss on this blind land, I think you may just be too far behind on card quality. Right?
He has
Like,
a daze, so if
he has a daze, but it's into an active Cradle. So it's of dubious quality.
Tom has the Lifecrafter's Bestiary in hand.
Yeah, so he certainly boarded it in. I think that makes a ton of sense, right?
Yeah, not
It's got to
surprised
be in
at
your
all.
deck for the blue matchups.
Mm-hmm.
And he rips another daze instead. Unfortunately, only 1 island to pick up, so that's not largely relevant. Only 4 cards, so not super close to threshold either.
It doesn't look like Tom has a ton of stuff going, though.
He might just be on all lands. Oh, he has
He has
Nissa
Natural
again, though.
Order, Nissa Vital Force, Lifecrafter's Bestiary, and I don't know.
Okay. So if he has another creature... Oh, this is just a... Okay.
Daze.
Bestiary
Daze,
costs
daze,
3?
daze.
I thought it cost 2.
Cost 3.
Okay. So it's scry 1 every upkeep. It's going to
Yep.
do its best.
It's at the beginning of your upkeep, scry 1, creature spells you cast. Whenever you cast a creature spell, you may pay green if you do scry.
I've heard that described as the...
Oh, not scry. Sorry, draw a
Yeah,
card. You
I've heard
scry, yeah.
I've heard that described as the Kalos Pokédex, the most recent Pokemon iteration. It's my favorite nickname for that card so far. It would have done its best impression of Thassa, God of the Sea, scrying every turn, trying to draw Tom to some action.
So we can see Daze doing some good
yeah,
work
and
here.
I think that the daze is correct there, right? You're
And
not
that
getting a
Spell
better
Pierce is
target.
still live as well.
Yes. And if he gets to clip this natural order, like if Tom just goes like 4th land natural order for Rurik,
I don't think Tom even has the land. Oh, he has a Thoughtseize.
so the Thoughtseize is going to be good. I'm not spell piercing it. I'm just letting him see my hand, I think. Because he just pays for the spell pierce.
Well, there's an argument to be made for Spell Piercing and Dazing to make sure that he can't go off this turn, but I think Zach needs to try to beat as much as he can.
Okay.
Oh, he's just going to Spell Pierce to tap
So
him
it looks
down.
like he wants to tap him out, and then He may still daze, so I think the daze gets in a
He
threshold,
is going
though.
to daze. Okay.
So I
So he
like
did
that
do
line
what I
better.
thought he was going to do, just to be super aggressive.
Yeah. And I mean, he still has the other daze anyway, and he finally
Oh,
finds
and there
the
we
land,
go. That
so he
shuts off
can-
the cradle, too.
Yeah, so
And he still has another daze.
Are you snapping off this lightning bolt, or are you trying to sandbag it?
I'm immediately lightning bolting Wirewood Symbiote.
Okay, even though you know you have the other daze, so you may be able to clip a natural order?
Well, because if he has... there's a lot of ways that natural order can just get resolved 2 turns later, like almost guaranteed.
Okay. If he,
And you
like,
just can't
fetches for an
cast anything
arbor?
right now. Yeah.
Okay.
I like being aggressive. I think you can... Like, you're... Alright, so Kyrian Ranger...
Kyrian Ranger enters, and then we think his hand is a Nissa, a natural order, and an unknown?
Yes.
Okay. And he rips another land, so this is actually looking pretty good.
I don't think we need lands anymore. I would have preferred to draw a spell.
No,
every
but you
point.
want the fetch land more than you wanted the drop to
Yep.
at least turn on a future brainstorm.
Oh, this Pithing Needle is going to target... Or that's
Name
that's
the Korean
good.
Ranger.
Yep. It's good at least you know that it's worth a card.
Yeah. Difficult to tell if the Korean Ranger actually matters, other than being a 1/1 chump blocker.
Oh, Tom boarded in the decay.
and
the
Tom
decay
cares
does
enough to
Pithing Needle.
actually decay that, turn back
Still
on his Korean
fine, though.
Ranger.
Yeah, it's still okay.
Looks like he ripped a
for
Heritage
Zach.
Druid. I think his draw step was a Heritage Druid. So we'll
Yep.
see that. Yep.
His hand is Nissa, Vital Force, Crater, or Natural Order, Heritage Druid.
Yeah, so we'll see the Heritage Druid be put on the stack almost certainly. I think it just will enter. And then he's going to do some mana shenanigans to cast a Natural Order, which is going to get dazed and be backbreaking.
Yep, there we go. It's good for huge victory for
Yeah.
Zach there.
Got to trade an island for a creature and a 4-mana sorcery that often wins the game.
Zach unfortunately drew Force of Will, which
Does he have
does
a blue
nothing
card to pair
anymore.
with?
No, he has Wooded Foothills, I believe, is
Oh,
his last
okay.
card.
So I agree with sandbagging this fetch to try to turn on future brainstorms, though.
Well, you actually could just play the fetch.
Well,
and
no,
then-
no. Just if you just brainstorm into 3 good cards. You
Yeah,
just
but I
flip
mean,
back both
play
of
the
your dead
fetch
cards.
instead of the tropical island, because
Yeah.
the fetch could be a tropical island,
Yeah,
too.
so I don't disagree with that. I think
There we go, that's good.
I think you waste the cradle, but I think there's an argument to at least thinking for a second about wasting the Dryad Arbor.
No, Kyrian Ranger.
Oh, you're right. You're right. Okay. So maybe yeah.
You can
and there's no
waste
point where he gets to
force
respond.
3 damage in.
Yeah, but it's
I
not
don't
worth
like
it.
doing that.
Not with him at 7. And I mean you're at 14.
Well, Tom is stable on the board now. He has the block bounce play every turn.
Yeah, but if you ever draw a bolt or anything like that, you
Yeah.
just kill the Ranger.
And Tarmogoyf is a good one.
Tarmogoyf is quite good here.